right, we're here at Dahtone Racing and we thought we'd come and get a feature because he refused to give us a feature at GT-R Festival.
Refused? Come on, too busy for me.
We didn't
Herman's too famous.
We didn't quite get there. We wanted to come and spend some time, and to be honest, I didn't even look at the shop, at the stall there, because we were run off our feet.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd make up for it and come over to the shop and actually do a long-awaited shop tour, because it's always been one of my favourite shops. And Anthony's never been quite right because he didn't have the engine in one. After GT-R Festival was a perfect alignment to have all of the cool cars that he had on display there, here, and you had no excuse, basically.
That's true, yeah. It's all ready to go.
So let's have a look at what he's got in the shop. Funnily enough, this is where PRP started at the Dahtone shop with a car that came from Mixed Motorsport with the first brace that we'd ever done. And it's the first one in the shop here, Gun 33.
Yeah, Baghdad built the engine and then asked me to put the car together because he didn't have time.
That's a history,
Yeah, so Jay brought the car down and we put it together, and it's obviously changed over the years. It have to be over 10 years ago now.
Yeah, and it's got the orange that no one had ever used before, and you said, I want to go orange.
Yeah.
Like, cool. And as you do with your engine bays, it looks epic.
So it's a 3 litre, one of our OEM crank 1,000 horsepower combos that we've been doing for the last, I don't know, 20 years or so. Pretty basic, big camshafts, Nitto pistons and rods, PRP brace. It's still got that original brace on it.
Version 1.
Yeah, V1.
One of your drive-by-wire kits?
It does, yeah. Drive-by-wire 6 throttle setup with a plenum that we get done using bits of Hypertune and bits of our own. And
I hear there's something new coming to light shortly.
Yeah.
The long-awaited R-Tech carbon plenum with the Dahtone drive-by-wire kit that we're trying to help make it a little bit more affordable, but it's about to get released.
That'll be cool, yeah.
If Ben hurries up.
Yeah.
What else?
G45, like I said, makes 1,000.
Smooth.
Callum gave it a depth metal polishing, you know, satin touch.
It looks mad.
Yeah, it's a mad street car. Samsonus, M-Tron ECU.
What more do you want?
Just does everything. It's got an external single-stage Barnes oil pump, so we can turn it past 9,000 without issues.
And trying to slightly avoid having a dry sump at this level.
I think for this car, we don't want to punch holes in it and run all the lines and that. For a road car like this, I don't think a dry sump's the right way to go, because it's not a race car.
It's such a pretty car.
Yeah, it does what it needs to do.
And just for people that are watching, I call 1,000 horsepower and above, it's a dry sump. It's just do it. But if it's a street car with 1,000 and every now and then it gets opened up through a gear or two,
it's different.
Sure, different story, but you know, don't think that you can run 1,000 horsepower all day, every day, race wherever, street, drive, and survive with a wet sump.
No, it's the race part.
It's the race part.
And regardless of where you're racing, that doesn't matter.
And 1,000 horses on the dyno
is different.
It's different to on the street.
It's different. You start pulling gears and your
foaming.
Your sump turns into a milkshake maker, essentially.
Milkshakes. Brings the boys to the yard. Is this the only car with PRP on it or what?
Yeah, that's it. There's only one.
That's it.
All right, done. Finished. Let's go. R32 GT-T. It's got obviously cam covers, alternator kit, trigger kit, cast bracket, pretty standard.
Got some HKS cam gears in PRP purple. See what I did there? All right.
Everyone's favourite?
Of course, Reaper.
Everyone's favourite, the Reaper.
Kyle from 1320 loved this car when he came out. We were here.
And it's completely different now to when he saw it.
Yeah, and the greens kind of go. What's with the baby turbo?
Well,
it just looks small compared to a G42, G45.
Precision, 72, 75. 3.2 with our V-cam. This is a diesel block that you would have prepped for us a while ago now, a long time ago.
Kicking and screaming.
Yeah, so RD block. It's got a brace on it like all our engines. Keeps them together. Motec. It's got an 8HP 70 in it at the moment.
How's that going?
In this car, it's a bit, how you going?
Still setting it up.
The Motec's made it difficult.
Yep.
So this has had all the PRP stuff on it for forever.
This has made more than 1,000 horses for a while, hasn't it?
1,100,
Yeah. And it's a street car.
Yeah.
It's on street rubber, always has been.
Yeah.
And still
on
goes
ground,
and lays good times down at Cooter.
Ran a 9 at Cooter.
Yeah.
And he was wrapped with that.
What more do you want?
Yeah.
Nice looking car. And
Yeah.
it's actually a V-Spec 2, isn't it?
No. Yeah,
It's
V-Spec
a no.
2,
It's
no.
actually a no.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see why you didn't want to put any holes in that. What else we got?
Got this.
It's a dead stock car. It's got
Factory
standard
looking.
V-Spec wheels.
Yep. Pretty
Street
cool.
car, 400 horsepower. No, many more horses.
900 horsepower.
900 horses.
Yep.
Six-boost manifold, got a Borg Warner turbo,
Yep.
V-cam.
Yeah, it's another one of our V-cam engines. We use our own camshaft. We don't use the HKS cam. N1 block, Nitto 2.8. Standard thing that we do, obviously, PRP brace.
Not enough
alternator
throttles.
kit. No, it doesn't have enough throttles. There has been a conversation of going back to the multi-throttles, which makes me happy. PRP trigger kit, PRP coil kit.
Bits and pieces.
The standard recipe.
Tell us about why you love the six throttle and you've been an advocate for it and the world went completely against it and now it looks like everyone's coming back to it, at least for
I
street
think it's
cars.
misinformation. The theory was 500 horsepower. You need a single throttle body after that.
Okay.
And I don't know if that was the Japanese or what, but we've proven to go, we've got a car out there now, it's in Queensland, the SRS boys look after it now, and that car makes about 1,000 kilowatts. Roll racing, flat out, like that Goku 32, like that car is...
Nice car.
Yeah, beautiful.
Do you punch the throttles out to the 48 millimeter?
That one we did, yeah. So above 1,000 we will, but we have gone 1,200 at the tyre.
Without it.
With OEM size throttles, OEM inlet manifold, everything factory.
Now is the 48 mil throttle thing something that you provide?
Yeah, we do it here, in-house. Yeah.
Awesome.
I do everything. So, but yeah, I just don't like the single throttle. I don't think it drives nice. You crack it a little bit, the engine gets a gut full of air and it just feels a bit doughy and a bit, docile.
Well, you're the king of street cars, so you'd know how a nice street RB drives because that's what you do. That's what you. But
And-
I think you're working on a race car, aren't you?
Yeah.
Can we go and have a look at that one first?
David the Destroyer. But before we go, hold on. This car also has an 8 HP in it with a Haltech. It's working really well so far.
And a turbo Lamic or something?
Yeah, turbo Lamic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 900 horsepower, built 8 HP, so it's rated to about 1,300 newtons. So far, this is really, really cool street car. For everyone complaining, why is it not done? His fault. Because
My
I'm
fault.
waiting on a block still.
Anthony wanted to put one of our first RB blocks in it, and now we're in the process. We've just released them. We're starting to catch up on back orders, but he's been patiently waiting for that block for this car, and we had that discussion years ago.
Yep.
And here we are, years later. The car looks finished, needs an engine.
Yep.
So it's my fault.
Now that's it. He'll get it done. He'll give me a block. I'll get it together, and everyone can stop whinging.
Yeah, so stop bitching. Speaking of bitching,
Yeah.
bitch please. David breaks everything, and he's broken this car all of the times.
Oh yeah. The breakages are beyond. I don't know. I don't know how he does it.
It's just rough.
So this car, with the old setup, had all the PRPs, or had diesel block, integrated brace, obviously all the alternator bracket, coil kit, it's got IGN 35As. We split a bore in that block,
Yep.
which copped it for a couple of years and it wore out. Now he's gone billet, 88mm Pro Mod. We're gonna see how far we go with the 6 throttle bodies on this car.
Can we run a 7-second pass with a 6 throttle body?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
It went 850. We had one hit at it, not last GT-R festival, the one prior.
That was an 86-85 from memory.
Yep, 8685, 3.2.
Yep.
It made through the auto 1250. And it went 852 at 160.
Still turbo 400.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So
And now an 88
now
mil
it's just
turbo.
bigger turbo, bigger engine.
88 108.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
So gut full of nitrous, we'll get that on, and then
yeah.
it'll sing.
Yeah, we'll get 6 throttle bodies into the 7s. Then tell me you need a single.
That's it. talk about this car a little bit more. Because you're the garage active dealer for Australia.
Yep.
You were one of the first to do a 32 in a wide body car. Looks absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
This is the reason that I chose to play around in that scene with the garage active guys, not letting anything out of the bag, but it's a gorgeous body kit and you've got the paintwork to look flawless.
Yeah.
Which is always a concern when you're pinning a fiberglass panel onto a steel roof.
Yeah.
You can't see where that happened, and the paint has come. You've painted this twice now to get it right, though?
Twice, yeah.
But the first paint job was for GT-R Festival, and you just did it in a hurry to get the car on display?
Yeah, just because it was the first time Sakamoto-san was here. So we brought him here for the first one. I said, well, even though I wasn't quite, there were a couple of things we weren't happy with the paint. We only had 2 or 3 weeks to paint it. It was like, all right, he's here. We have to unveil it how it is. So then for last year's one, we fixed the bits that we're not happy with, and now it's, externally she's good.
Looks amazing. You can't even tell it's fiberglass. It came up really nice. And the wheels are epic too.
Thanks. They were a labour of love.
And the interior's all done. There's a cage in it.
Yeah, it's just got a bolt-in cage, nothing.
Is the boot inside the boot and under the bonnet finished for people to see that yet?
Yeah, it's all shaved. The engine bay's all shaved.
Yep.
Like flat firewall. There are no bolts essentially on the body in the engine bay.
Wow.
The guards bolt from underneath. The struts bolt from underneath. The brake boosters under the dash. Everything is hidden.
Yeah, wow.
So that's it so far. Once it's obviously complete.
Look at the firewall.
Yeah, it's all hand fabricated. Radiator tucks in under here.
And the whole radiator support.
Yeah.
It's all one piece.
We've got a carbon panel that will sit flush with this edge and then tuck under here, covers all that.
You would have been pulling your hair out, hacking this car up to this level, no?
You know me.
You know what you're doing.
I don't care.
You'll go.
Whatever, it's my own. If it's my own car, I'll cut it, drill it.
No
whatever.
half measures.
Yeah, no.
But not a single bolt hole.
No bolts in the
How do
engine
you
bay.
bolt the struts in?
From underneath.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, same as the control arms. Everything's from in the wheel
Oh,
arches.
I didn't even think about the control arms.
Yep, it's all gone.
Well, it's a one of a kind. Hang on, there's no windscreen wipers. How's that ever going to work? Can't register that.
Wiper motors in the inner guard. Obviously the arms will go on, but yeah, wiper motors in the guard. Everything will work. So it'll have air conditioning, power steering, working wipers, factory assisted brakes. So it's not like it's going to have a pedal box or any of that garbage. It's got an OEM booster and an OEM master cylinder.
Oh, looks epic.
So it'll all work as it should.
I can't wait to see if you actually drive it on the street.
will.
Yeah?
Ricardo needs to organise a cruise so we can take this to Bathurst.
Come on, Cardo, let's go. What's holding you up, man? Let's do it. You're the cruise guy.
Yeah.
We're all waiting for you.
This will go to Bathurst if there's a cruise on, another one.
I'll go and get a fine or something stupid again. End up in court. Anything else we want to talk about while we're here? What's that dirty thing doing up there? What's that?
It's all right.
JZ's.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep it away from everyone else.
He's got a Skyline, so
Thank God.
He's allowed to. I'll show you Alex's car.
Wow. Look at that.
So this is Alex's 32 bespoke racing fabrication.
Oh, this is his actual car.
This is his, yeah, this is his car.
Look at that tyre work.
He
should do tyre work for a living.
Yeah, you reckon? Yeah. He
What's
does all
that?
the fab here now.
And that intake manifold, what's he done there?
That's his own intake manifold. That's the first of.
Are we allowed to see this?
Of course.
Are we allowed to show it?
Yeah, it was on display there at the show.
Look at those runners.
Yeah, a little bit different. It runs our 6-throttle drive-by-wire system.
Looks like a small body plenum for a street car.
But long runner.
Oh, but it's a long runner.
Yep, so he got as much length in the runner as he could, and it's all been flow tested and all that fancy stuff that I have no idea how it all works, but
someone's doing it, so that's good.
So he went back, he had a single throttle plenum on this.
Yep, went back to a 6.
And after driving cars here, he's gone, yeah, that was a mistake.
And so you actually got to drive it to know whether or not you like it.
Yeah.
Everyone's judging without driving.
That's right.
So probably drive it first.
You drive them back to back, and you'll straight away you'll go nuts.
With a similar setup?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's just the throttle response.
It's that transient throttle and the throttle response that you notice a difference.
Yeah, this is cool. This has got one of my 3 litres that I built 5 or 6 years ago. Same as Jason's 33. Factory crank, PRP brace. You would have prepped the block on this as well. Nitto pistons, rods, and a basic cylinder head, and it'll make 1,000 all day.
Yeah, another nice setup. Well, there's plenty of Skylines here. We've had a good look. Love the shop. It's always clean. Your little fabrication area is nice. You've got an epic lathe.
Yeah, the old Victor.
Old Victor.
Still kicking.
Well, thanks for the
for
tour.
that, Herman.
No, it's, I wanted it to go to a good home, and I've got slightly newer ones that are a bit better now anyway. So I
Hey, don't talk like that about Victor. He
He
gets
gets
upset.
upset and you'll grab your arm and take it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thanks for the tour, man.
All
I
good, thanks for
can't
coming.
wait to see all of this happen again for GT-R Festival next year. I know that you've got your ass hanging out for every GT-R Festival. It's
normal.
Just like every other workshop in Sydney.
That's right.
And are we going to see you in America this time around?
I hope so. I'd like to. I want to go back here.
Yep.
So hopefully we don't get our stuff stuck in customs this time.
We'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more better organised.
Yeah, I
It'll
think
still be a mad rush, but you know, that's how it is.
It's all part of the
Part
fun,
of the
right?
game. Yeah. Thanks again.
All good, bro.
Well, fuck that up every time.